It's been so long that I don't really remember how to do this anymore, but let me just try to fangirl hard and then let's see how it goes. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hi, my name is Mira and welcome back to my channel. I hope this audio and this video finds you well. It's been a while since I do a video like this or any video whatsoever. Yeah, I know it's a long time coming, but you know, life happens sometimes and you can't really do anything about it. But welcome to my new setting. It's still a work in progress, as you can see, otherwise I won't have this partition behind me, but I try my best to deliver constant contents to you guys, and hopefully this video will be the beginning of many more videos to come. So fingers crossed that I could, you know, I could make this happen and be a good source of entertainment to you guys. So fingers crossed that everything is good. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Mira. I usually do a lot of videos, or at least I used to do videos about movie reviews, trailer reactions, anything that basically will you know, it's about fandom, it's about things that you kind of like go about, and I've stopped doing that for maybe like a year or so because of personal reasons, and I just started again. So I will be ranting a lot in these videos. I hope you find this entertaining, maybe educating, yapping about things. I completely forgot how to do this, so let's just move on to the movie review that I'm about to do, and hopefully I could pick myself up from there. So today I will be talking about Black Adam. It's a movie starring The Rock, and it is within the DC universe, and I've been exposed to the superhero universe from the early days of Marvel Cinematic Universe. And you know what? Black Adam is not an exception. Very excited, very ecstatic about the movie for quite a lot of things. But before I talk a little bit more about the movie itself, maybe it's a good idea for me to say a thing or two about the synopsis itself, about the story itself. So the movie Black Adam is about the story of a hero in a region named Kahndaq. Blessed with great powers from the Council of Wizards, he managed to vanquish the evil Achton and stop this villain from using one of the greatest artifacts of all time, Crown of Sabak, subsequently ending his reign. So Black Adam is a big deal. But as we fast forward to the present day, Kahndaq is in desperate need of their hero because they are oppressed by the Intergang, forcing a certain archaeologist named Adriano Tomas to wake Teth Adam, or later to be called Black Adam, from his slumber so he can be the hero of Kahndaq again. But is he actually a hero? Or is he just some worthy human, able to wield the power of the gods and has his own hidden agenda? Now, usually I would just like say that after this there will be like a lot of spoilers, but now I'm trying to do it a little bit different, so I will talk about the non-spoiler part of things that I want to talk about, and then I will rant some more with spoilers. So here we go. Now, I only have one wish when Dwayne Johnson decides to play this sort of villain anti-hero role, that he will be successful at it. I've seen him play two different types of villains in two different movies, and I have to say that both is just... I'm talking about these two things. I am neither scared nor annoyed with the characters played in those movies by him, more like bored. That was my reaction. He always has that kind, nice face to go with that godlike body. Oh, I almost forgot about him in here too. Not the best villain out there, but in here, wow. He has the gravita, the grisly background story, the sadness and complexity of what makes him act as tough and hardcore as possible. And I was ultimately blown away. He nailed it. He nailed the part as Black Adam. However, I am not so sure about the rest of the characters who were introduced. Some were okay, some were meh, and some were just over the top. I am also not particularly on board with the jokes or what comes off as funny in this movie. Feels like those things were just there to keep the movie being PG-13 when it's not. Some of the jokes did make me laugh, but more disappointing than entertaining, you know? It's like it's a separate part, a little separate part that doesn't really goes all together with the storyline. But regardless of what I just say now, it still has all the hallmarks of a good superhero movie. Great story, awesome fight and chase scenes, plus a couple of twists and turns you might not see coming. Black Adam's story is more sad than intimidating in my opinion, but it still justifies his action. I do feel that we only scratched the surface though. I believe that there are more of Black Adam facets that we could still see in the future. Now, for the full-on spoilers part. Yay! I want to say other things about the characters, okay? I might just gush or get angry with this part, but I haven't decided, so we'll just have to roll with it. First of all, Hawkman. Now, I am not overly familiar with the character, except the one that showed up in Flash, but I do know the actor, which is Aldous Hodge, and I've loved him ever since he appeared in the sort of smallish series called Leverage. He has blossomed for just a young actor that sometimes take parts in some of my favorite series into one of the big names that could be considered for great movies and series today. And boy, I love him for it. He does have that little extra something as a leader, and for me, he's the sworn enemy of Black Adam. No, I'm sorry, not sworn enemy, but sworn friend of me. I like how their characters develop towards one another, and I would love to see more of him in the future. Then there's Mr. Fate. Oh my god, I remember the good old days of playing this character in the game Injustice 2. And even though he was not my favorite character to play, I do have to admit that his story and his powers are amazing. It bugs me so much that he was cut short rather abruptly, and I was hoping to see more of him and the process of him, you know, being possessed with his helmet and everything. And what is up with him and Hawkman? Like, what is their past? Like, give me some of that. I hope that they could, you know, elaborate further on that, maybe in the next movie, assuming there is any, like with them together again. As for Cyclone and Atom Smasher, for me they play some sort of cheerleader in the movie. Like they're there, but they're not really affecting the storyline much, which is fine. I do love Cyclone because the way that her power was shown was amazing. She looks like that green swirly ballerina. But Atom Smasher, he is mostly a clown. Which is kind of sad because his powers can be so great and yet he himself is not very great. I don't know if I want to see him in another movie or other movies. I'm not sure. I do appreciate the details that they put in the fight and chase scenes. It really captures Black Adam's power and his grand abilities in crushing his enemies, while being ignorant of how much of a mess he can actually generate. I don't even think he feels when he killed someone, which adds to his scare level as this new villain slash anti-hero of the DC universe. I do not know how his story will fit with the rest of the DC movies. And that mid-credit scene, it's so confusing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy. I was overjoyed to see that familiar face, but I'm also like confused. But regardless of my rant and everything else that I've said, this movie for me is a breath of fresh air. It's not perfect. Rarely any superheroes movie can be perfect because the bar could be impossibly high to accomplish. But I enjoy it, and I'm sure many others do too. I wish DC could have more synergy in their bigger universe, and I hope this could be a new beginning. Or maybe a new middle? I don't know anymore. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Wow, my first movie review in a while. I don't know how this will go. I don't know if this is going to be good or not, but I am so stoked and happy to be able to create and rant again about things that I fangirl at. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye!